What matters is sharing, because sharing a bucket with friends tastes finger-licking good.
While passengers often complain about the inadequate qualities, taste, or presentations of their in-flight meals, it's unlikely their unpleasant experiences will ever match the strangeness of what happened to passengers on board British Airways long-haul service on July 23rd. A catering issue resulted in passengers being served KFC brand fried chicken from buckets. Let's take a look at what happened in today's video. The British Airways flight in question was flight BA252, a scheduled direct flight that ferries passengers from Providenciales International Airport in the Turks and Caicos Islands with a stopover in Nassau Linden Pindling International in the Bahamas before a lengthy transatlantic flight to London Heathrow as the final destination. On July 23rd, the Boeing 777-200ER registered Golf Victor India India November was operating this service. While most of the departure process at Providenciales seemed normal, an unforeseen catering issue brewed significant problems. Indeed, it appears that the aircraft catering carts were not properly chilled. This resulted in all the food needing to be thrown out. As such, there was no catered food for hundreds of passengers ticketed for the short hop to Nassau or the long flight back to London. Amid this unusual circumstance, the airline could have cancelled or delayed the flight in order to secure new catering for its passengers. Of course, this would have risked higher expenditures and the ire of the passengers. In other words, the airline staff had to make some important decisions about the flight and whether it would go ahead. Creative problem-solving prompted the airline employees to make a fast food run during the short stopover in Nassau. This saw passengers being surprised with several buckets of KFC chicken. Despite multiple buckets of chicken, it was insufficient and had to be shared with every passenger. This meant that some were given just one piece of chicken each, while others were fortunate enough to get 2 pieces, all of which were supposed to keep them going until they arrived back in London. British Airways apologised and gave passengers a refreshment voucher to further compensate for this catering upset. The airline offered the following official statement. "Our team sprung into action and ensured our customers had something to eat. We apologise to customers that their full meal service was unavailable and we had to wing it on this occasion. We're sorry if we ruffled any feathers." Considering the limited food options at the first 2 airports and the relatively delicate line between a substantial flight delay and choosing to be on time, British Airways did everything within its power to solve this unexpected issue and ensure the passengers did not starve throughout the long-haul flight. It wasn't much, and certainly unsuitable for vegetarians or vegans, but it's certainly better than being stuck in an airport for hours waiting for new catering. For what it's worth, it could well be the best KFC these passengers have ever had. What do you think of the airline's decision? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.